As we stand on the precipice of WrestleMania this Sunday at the Deck in Westbrook, Connecticut, we also stand on the precipice of 10 weeks of not having my partner here with us. Tonight is Loki's last stand for now, because for 10 weeks we have Strikers McLynch sitting in his chair, but tonight we defer all topics. He didn't know this till he's listening to this open right now. To Loki, whatever this man wants to talk about, we're going to talk about. Whether it's healthcare for professional wrestling, the current stupidity and ongoing stupidity of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or what kind of beer would you give to someone you just don't like? All these topics and more. Tonight, it's Loki's Last Stand.
And welcome everybody once again to the Loki and Jabroni Show. As always, I am Loki and kneel before the real ruler of Asgard, you malls. And to the left of me,
I am Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and I really hope I don't get pregnant with twins, because I don't think I could stand being pregnant for 18 months.
I don't think so either.
I'm Jabroni, the redneck Adonis, the man of the hour, the tower of power, in the box, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, fresh from a chirp to Chick-fil-A.
Eddie Focus.
You're having too much fun with that Chick-fil-A over there.
Yep. My first time.
Well, it was the first time for everything.
He really didn't go. He didn't have time. He just kind of grabbed
whenever
it out of the wastebasket and ran here with it.
Whenever they start protests and boycotts of like restaurants, I always want to see what the hype is about.
So you got to go to Jimmy John's now.
Why? What's up with Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John was caught being naked on the back of a shark. Go ahead, look that shit up.
All right, I'm going to the Google machine.
Jimmy John naked with shark. He was being seen next to big game animals, and he said that he quit that a while ago, but these are recent pictures.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's quite the fruitcake, and a lot of people are pretty pissed off. So
yeah, but where's there at Jimmy John's?
There's actually one in, I think, isn't it New London or something like that?
I've never seen it, but as the sponsor of the number 4 Ford of Kevin Harvick, I've always wanted to try it.
Maybe it's in Lisbon. I think it might
Lisbon.
actually be one in Lisbon. But yeah,
oh, you are correct, and that is, I cannot unsee that.
I told you.
Oh, hot shit.
He is literally raping a dead shark. Like, come on, people.
It's Jimmy John.
It's Jimmy John.
Now I got to eat the sandwich. I got to try it. I got to go find me a Jimmy John's.
I'm looking.
You guys have seen me wear the gear on this show on the C&J Speedway Review. Kevin Harvick is the driver of the Busch Ford, but also the Jimmy John's black and white Ford. Good granny. Now I want to eat the sandwich.
Well, we got to go with it, man. We just got to do it with an N2 prompt, just
to, like, you know what's fucked up type thing. Let's do it.
We just got to do it.
There isn't one in
by the way,
no.
Happy anniversary. 4 years.
Happy anniversary, everybody. Yes, thank you.
You know, so
tip of the hat
from the first, and it was April
2nd of 2015.
Exactly to that day.
I feel like a bad husband. I forgot our anniversary.
But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in for that first horrible episode.
It was garbage.
And then
I'm recovering that episode.
I would hope you
probably
wouldn't.
can find it somewhere on Google.
Yeah, because you're not going to find it anywhere.
Well, still on
hey, remember when we had it on a hard drive? Oh shit, never mind. Somebody broke that fucker.
I still have the hard drive. I just got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah, I definitely want to MST3K that episode.
That would be great.
It was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
So,
kind of brutal. Like
yeah,
very fucking brutal.
I just noticed the studio lights aren't on. Be right back.
Oh shit, Ed! You know what? Usually I do that, and I didn't do it.
Well, yeah, we'll just roll with the punches on that one, and then we'll go with a little bit of the
oh, Jimmy John
WrestleMania.
We got a little bit. We got a couple new matches added to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States
title.
title.
We talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah. Remember we said it was going to be the Kevin Nash thing. He's just
that's right. And I don't
it.
know if we talked about the 4-way tag team women's championship between Bailey and Sasha.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Nia
We
and
said
Tamina?
that was going to be the
I'm Team
bestest.
Bailey.
That was going to be like the.
I think we got everything then.
That's going to be the Incredible.
The
Just-
Iconics,
that
the
is just-
Incredibles.
That's just going to be like. They not only have the main event, but they have that fatal 4-way tag. That's going to be.
and the build up they did last night.
Dude,
if you guys aren't
I don't
wrestling
think
fans,
I'm going to be able to get through that match. I think I might have a heart attack.
the main.
No,
or the
that
tag?
fatal 4-way.
Okay.
Yeah, that fatal 4-way tag. I'm not going to get to the main. I'm not even going to get to what is it? Brock Lesnar. I'm not going to get to it, man, because they're going
The
to.
main is not Lesnar. It's
No, I know it's the one after.
Yeah.
but they're the ones after the fatal 4-way.
more than likely yes.
So it's going to be. I'm not even going to get to that, man. That I'm telling you, it's going to blow my mind. It's going to be like that scene in fucking Screeners. It would be like.
I gotta ask. The mayor of Middletown chimed in, calling groan on the job as usual. What did falling down? I think the mayor might have had a Chardonnay. I'm not sure
Oh.
if that's her gimmick.
Oh, the other thing is, we were gonna do the call in and ask Loki if I've slept with you thing too.
If you've slept with me, or if somebody else has slept with you.
Yeah, you can go ahead and ask me questions if I've slept with somebody.
Oh yeah, feel free.
Yeah, feel
Questions.
free.
We talked about this. I
Yeah,
think it was
yeah,
at your
go ahead.
house.
All you gotta do is write a name, and I'll say yes or no.
Did Loki sleep
yeah,
with?
yeah.
And I might as
No, no,
well
no, no, no.
start.
Smash or pass.
Smash.
Wow, that's a good one.
Wait, but if it's been done, then it's
Smashed.
Smash.
Or passed.
Smashed.
And if you didn't, it's
Passed.
passed.
like in my
No go or YOLO or whatever.
And-
I
and-
didn't give a fuck.
And if
That's
you
no
send
go.
her to your boy, it's been tossed.
That's
Good, all good. Now, where were we going with this?
Mayor was saying.
The mayor was saying, and I'm
having
just
some
waiting
she's
for,
having some Chardonnay.
and I'm just guessing on the Chardonnay. It could be
Oh my
what
God.
is it? Cabernet Sauvignon or Pinot Noir or whatever.
Pinot or Grigio.
Pinot Gringo. I love that shit.
Oh, that stuff is.
I'm just a straight Merlot kind of guy myself.
You seem like a
I'm a
straight
Merlot too.
Merlot.
Yeah. That shit Merlot.
Fantastic. Dumb question of the week. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
No,
I've never really seen it, but it's all over MSN, Yahoo, whatever. This guy went off, and it's perfect for WrestleMania weekend. Why doesn't the WWE offer their performers health insurance? And I kind of agree. We talked about it on the
Yeah.
AEW episode
We
that
talked.
it should be.
We brought this up a few times
over the last 4 years.
They have, in their defense, they have actually brought up the mental health issues, and they have frequently went out to ones that they have known, such as Scott Hall, who had an alcoholic problem, and
Yep.
offer-
Jim Neidhart, same thing.
right, to offer to get them help and get them going with that. The NFL is the same thing.
Yeah.
They don't have the health insurance, although they have
They do provide
Doctors.
financial assistance for their injuries.
and there's doctors on site with their training staff in the
Mhm.
athletics department. But it's a whole bag of worms, and it comes with it's almost I almost feel like it's a liability issue. You know what I'm saying? Like insurances, especially like in my company, I've noticed we had to drop our family because they only now cover us because we're in a dangerous environment, and I really believe like we're considered one of those levels that get hurt a lot.
Mhm.
Well, guess what? Athletics, you get hurt a lot. It's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You need these surgeries. You need these things that are going to go on. But who ultimately pays for that is what goes on. Insurance companies, yeah. Good luck finding an insurance company that says, "Wait,
Yeah, see,
wait, you have 300,000 players, say, and you want me to make sure all these guys are healthy, and at least 20% of those 300,000 are going to go through some major surgery in their time, and I'm going to have to cover that completely." Good luck finding an insurance company.
Yeah,
doing
right?
that, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's
Well,
the,
because this is not so, to clarify. It's not so much a health insurance thing; it's a comp thing. Because there's a difference between being sick outside of work
right,
and getting hurt on the job.
right. And
Well,
you're going to get hurt on that job.
Yeah.
Correct.
You're
And-
going to get hurt being a professional athlete.
And a
It's
lot of
part
times,
it.
what has happened, and you can point back to Jake Roberts, Scott Hall, Jim Neidhart, and a bunch of these other guys, because the medical coverage or the reimbursement isn't great, they find themselves addicted to painkillers.
Yeah.
much like the NFL back in the
NFL,
day.
yeah, exactly.
And
basketball, some of the biggest names in basketball, same thing.
right.
They were going through
And the
pain.
problem is, once they realize their mistake, yes, then they offer them rehab. And some of them have done great, and some of them haven't.
Some
Sonny
of
just
them
got her
it's
ass arrested
late.
again just a couple weeks ago. What is she up to,
Well,
like
Sonny-
14 in 2 years?
Sonny's an entirely different monster.
Speaking of which, have you seen that freaking meme with Vince McMahon in it? So it's got Sonny, and
Uh-huh.
then next is Vince McMahon going, and then it's
No,
got
not.
and then it's got Becky Lynch, right? And then it's got Vince going, and then it's got Charlotte holding up one belt, and he's doing the fucking
no, I've not. I have
orgasm,
to-
and that's got Charlotte with 2 belts, and his eyes are on fire, and he's like, oh.
Speaking of which, guys, I know WrestleMania is this Sunday, but pictures. Somebody leaked a picture. They've done photo shoots. I actually had to make a couple phone calls on the way home today. They've done photo shoots with all 3 women: Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, holding both titles because it is winner takes all. They're merging the titles together. But somebody leaked the Charlotte photo and says, "Look, see, they've already decided Charlotte's going to win." No, motherfucker. This is something they've done for years and years and years.
Yeah, it's
but
like
because
they got
of
both
the
jerseys and everything.
because of the
Yeah.
power and the ignorance of the internet wrestling community. And I'm going to get to that in just a second because I wrote this down. When you weren't here, we did something about Roman Reigns. I want to talk about that for a minute. They've done this for years. Before the Hogan Macho Man match.
Oh yeah, yep.
Or no, WrestleMania 4, when Macho Man won, they hadn't yet decided on Savage. They had pictures with DiBiase with it. They had pictures with Don Morocco with it. Later years, those pictures leaked. However, the magazine comes out 4 days after the event. Macho Man wins the big one, but there's no picture because the magazine has to go into pre-production. Somebody
Right.
said, "Haha, see, 4 days after the fact, I got you."
Go back in time to 1987. They had a whole belt made for Andre.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
they hadn't yet decided.
and they were playing that up on Piper's Pit and everything. And I remember that was a big angle. Jake the Snake, Snake Pit. And he
Yeah.
was saying to Hogan's he's like, dude, they're doing this because they don't think you can do it, bro. And he was like, they were playing that.
They were
angle.
unsure up until that day that Andre wasn't going to
Yeah.
do business, and he might have wanted because he's fucking Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
If he wanted to say, "I want the championship and I want to run with it for a couple months," Hogan would have said, "Okay,"
Oh, he would
because
have no
A, that was
choice.
his hero,
Yeah.
and B, who's gonna
Who's gonna say no?
Probably,
to
Exactly.
Andre
probably
the
like
Giant?
at the time, the only guy that you could justifiably say, oh yeah, he could be Hogan.
yeah,
You know.
easily.
Oh yeah, no questions asked. So
But stop the internet rumor community. Going back to that real quick, the Roman Reigns leukemia T-shirt. Go to the WWE.com super shop, whatever the fuck that you can go through at LokiandJabroni.com/wrestling or something.
Yeah.
Go buy their shirts and give us some money.
Yeah.
Right there on the Roman Reigns T-shirt, it says proceeds benefit Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Fuck you, internet wrestling community. Knock it off. You're wrong again. You live in your mom's basement, and you all suck. That's all I gotta say about that. We
Well-
wasted a half hour on that shit.
well, I tell you, and I stick by the story when he came out and said it. It's a sick angle that they're going with, and I'm sorry. I know he's already beaten it. It's like it's me. It's like the same thing. Yeah, I have Crohn's disease. Guess what? I've been in a state of remission for now. I don't know, like, God, it's got to be 10 years now
Mhm.
at this point. But I'm always gonna have it. The same
Right.
thing with leukemia. He's always gonna have it. It's gonna come back, and he's gonna go back into
you can
remission.
say the same about Bell's palsy, diverticulitis,
Yeah, exactly.
all sorts of
so
shit.
it's. I mean, I understand that it is cancer though, but at the same time, like, I really, if he's gonna come back, and there's, like I said, we already know Kurt Angle is going to start going
WrestleMania for his last match.
right, exactly.
Have you seen
And
the shirt?
which
It's
one?
fucking gorgeous. His farewell short.
No.
It's got the Angle logo in the middle. It says, "You suck. Thank you." 1999 to 2019, and on the back there's a farewell match, the date. Dude, he wore it out Monday night, and I'm like, "That's gorgeous.
That's
You
awesome.
suck. Thank you."
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, 'cause
He
he's-
embraces that shit.
No, it just he was one of the perfect heels. Like when
Mm-hmm.
when he changed and he went from that milk drinking everybody's hero that it was such a good role. And
Mhm.
Kurt Angle, you've always been right there. And good luck in your
And
future
there's
endeavors,
another guy.
aka AEW.
I don't
Um,
think he's going to AEW.
I
But
I think he is.
having said that, there's another guy. Battled his demons, came out clean on the other side. He's doing the right thing. He went basically they all say it. I want to go home before I retire. Boom. Good job by him.
We got Kofi Mania T-shirts on the
Yes.
rise there.
Go to WWE.
Really hope they don't screw
LokiandJabroni.com
Kofi over. I mean, I just
somebody's got to get screwed. And the way I look at it is, you got the 3 big matches. You can't have all the faces win. The beauty of that is that
yeah.
that
Well,
3A
Kofi is
right here.
technically the face.
Correct. But people want Becky to win because Ronda and Charlotte are the heels. People want Seth to win because Brock's the heel. So you might be disappointed in one of these 3 matches, but the beauty of it, don't know if you saw Raw, and if you didn't, let me give you a little happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor,
yeah,
is coming out as the Demon,
yeah,
on Sunday.
Which
we already knew.
We said
we
if
thought
if
about
that
it.
was happening, then he's going to continue with that, and I think that he's going to continue with the WrestleMania streak.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's when he's going to bring the Demon out. Is
best entrance in the business, bar none. You know who I'm upset doesn't have a match, but he's in the Battle Royal? Fucking No Way Jose. Come on, man.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah, there's a couple decisions. I think they were last minute. Maybe they were just late injuries or whatever you may
Speaking of injuries, I have to ask you, because we're just rolling on the cheap here, man. We're doing this. This is Loki's Last Stand. We're talking about all the shit we love and all the shit Ed might chime in on, but we still love him anyway. Much like last year, the injury bug is biting the New York Yankees in the ass. Is this something you are happy about, or are you like me?
Dude,
the better your opponent is, the better the rivalry.
I'm first of all, when they first one of the first questions that I was asked recently was, are you worried? I'm not fucking worried at all. No, not me.
You're carrying the trophy. You have nothing to worry about until October.
Woo! No, that being said, I did say that to a lot of the people, and to much they actually did hate me for this, but I said your first 5 were real fucking strong, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Still are. Our back half is killing us right now.
Well, and that's sometimes what you can rely on. Sometimes kind of to float by because they come in and they go, but when they come in strong, that's what really matters.
Mm-hmm.
As long as your front 5 are doing what they're supposed to do, I think it's way too early to worry.
Well, we're 6 games into the season now.
way too early. I think we're 1-4. You guys,
we're 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. Yeah,
after last night's victory over Detroit.
Yep. But
which, I said, by the way, we almost lost Judge last night. If it wasn't for just him being so ultra athletic, he'd have been out for 4 months with a broken wrist.
Oh yeah.
That catch last night, he dives forward, he catches the ball. You see his wrist start to turn. He turns it right up real quick. Anybody else, the glove would have caught, would have popped his wrist. You would have seen that old school brutal injury. Yeah, I made the catch, but I'm out for 8 to 10 weeks with a broken wrist.
No, like I said, I don't think Yankees fans, you got nothing to worry about right now.
I don't either.
You guys are still strong. You still got an incredible front 5. I would have to.
And the fact that we were able to pull our 8-hitter, which used to be our leadoff hitter, Brett Gardner, and put him in the leadoff spot with the injury to Greg Bird. And last night he smacks a gigantic home run.
I say if you're Philly fans, you might be a little worried. I mean, once again, you drop a lot of money on Bryce Harper, and
he's not doing bad, but he's not doing what they're paying him to do. But again, like you said, we're 6 games in. Give him a little time. If he's still shitting the bed by Memorial Day, you got a problem.
He usually doesn't, and that's
he always comes out strong.
Right. Well, and not even just strong. Sometimes it might just be the area. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the moisture in the air. Sometimes, I mean.
Oh, we're going to go that route, are we?
It could be anything. It could be anything. You never know. I'm just saying, like, it's a different environment. You go from one area. I mean, and he is in Philly now. So, yeah. I mean, it is Philadelphia as a
they're a brutal sports town,
and it's a very brutal city in itself. It can be very cold there, like brutal cold. I mean, Washington
being not too far down the pike, only maybe 5-10 degrees warmer at this time of year. But
right. My thing is, I think it's more the moisture, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, like New York, and you get a lot of rain, a lot of that cold rain.
Oh my god!
And I think
you should have seen the guys last night. They were dressed in parkas at one point. It looked like.
Dude.
The guys get up to bat and they're wearing the full face mask where only their eyes and their nose are visible.
Yeah.
And Gary Sanchez, just before his home run, he hits the home run, and on the way to the dugout, he's shaking off his hands because with a wooden bat and you hit the ball and
You feeling
God,
that,
and it's
man.
cold.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even high five you stone elbows.
Yeah.
And Gary Sanchez is not one of those guys that does the 16 step high five. He's elbowing guys on the way,
but
and he's shaking his hand.
He was feeling that. He was like, man, fuck this shit. Fuck
And
this
first of all, anybody
shit.
who says Gary Sanchez needs to go, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, well, that's a lot of people that, like I said,
They want the days of Jorge Posada, and
they look at it in a whole different angle, and it's it's
he
not.
only hit 24 home runs last year.
Trust me, it's not safe for you. Okay, do not do that.
Mhm.
Don't. It's not.
Especially
Okay.
not around this show.
So there's obviously let's move it forward a little bit.
Yes.
Let's have some fun at the movies.
All right.
Let's have some vicious fun with Infinity's End War, as it will. There is a rumor now that the reason why Hulk didn't come out is because they're technically gonna meld together and make Professor Hulk. What do you think of this?
Like the Gray Hulk?
Like the Green Hulk, where it's Bruce Banner's mind, but the Hulk's body. They truly believe that it's time for it to happen. They think that this is what's going to happen. If you go by the comic book stance, he's the one that actually takes the gauntlet from Thanos, and he's the one that actually puts it on. In process, loses his arm. So
he's Def Leppard.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I don't know, because the director of Infinity War, the Coen brothers, the directors, had made statements saying the reason he didn't come out is because he was sick of only being called when they needed him.
Right.
And
exactly.
In fact, didn't really try very hard fighting Thanos. Should have, like, at the time, flipped him around like a wet dish rag and just
they
didn't.
also said at that point, Thanos was, you could also tell that when Hulk was beating his ass, Thanos wasn't really using the power of
he was
anything.
playing with him.
Right, exactly. Seeing where he was at.
But I don't. It would make sense. He's the only one who really could rip it off his arm.
Pretty much. I mean, at that point.
There's only, let's see.
And it is the most dangerous form of the Hulk.
There's only 3 Avengers that have the strength to do it. It'd be Hulk, Spider-Man, Captain America.
Right.
And Spider-Man is obviously dust right now. Hulk is being a little bitch. I don't know that Steve Rogers is going to get close.
Right. Thor.
Yeah, Thor could.
Thor.
Yeah.
But I like the theory. I think it's a really cool theory. Like I said, unless you're bringing out World Buster Hulk, but that kind of already happened because he was on the Gladiator
Ragnarok
world.
Yeah.
So it was like
it was a combination of Planet Hulk.
Right, exactly. It was like I don't know what they were doing with that. So the whole World Buster Hulk isn't gonna be like that. So you're jumping to the next stage, which is Professor Hulk. I mean, that's gonna be it'll be a really cool way to do it. So I mean,
they got to be planning something for Hulk.
And they're obviously
they just kind of like, I don't know if it was a money issue where they just like, hey, we can't animate Thanos and Hulk at the same time, so let's
killing us.
Even though I don't know if you guys remember, but in the trailers when they're like rushing at Thanos, the Hulk's there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like in the movie, it's
gone.
Banner and the Hulkbusters.
Yeah, it's not there. So
yeah.
Well, a lot of people said that scene was shot, and you're going to see it in this movie.
Well, no, the scene's there. It's just now he's in the Hulkbuster suit.
Right.
So Marvel fucks with everybody with their trailers.
Oh yeah. They definitely show you shit.
Like I watched this whole YouTube video where he's comparing so far the 3 teasers, and each time the scene's different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never thought I'd say this anymore, but I fucking hate computers now.
Oh, they do a good job, man. They do a very good job of taking care of you. But I will say this: moving forward, I think that's one of the ways that they can go. So you have main Avengers left, right? Out of the first Avengers, you have Hulk, you have Thor, you have Black Widow, you have Ronan, aka Green, Purple Hawkeye guy,
Gimmick Schneebitz Fernum,
Arrow guy,
Iron Man, and Captain America. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So out of them 6 people, Cap's gone. Cap is gone. He's dead. They've already said that,
Well, all of their contracts are up.
Yeah, exactly.
But then they're saying there's going to be a Black Widow movie.
Right.
Which they should have done sooner.
So
I think.
I don't see her going anywhere for a while, anyways. And don't forget, she's she's still around well after Captain America dies and Tony Stark die.
If they go
So
that route.
right, exactly. But that being said, you're gonna think that she's gonna be still around. Ronan, and even up until now with Old Man Hawkeye, I mean, it's pretty much. Plus, he's one of the lower paid guys right now, so it's pretty easy to keep him on the roster.
Yeah, they'll keep Marvel Green
and
Arrow
then-
around for a while.
And then you got exactly, and then you got Mr. Tony Stark himself, who's making what? What do you make? Like 25 million just for Spider-Man?
Yeah, give or take.
For
For
like
the
what?
fucking
For
cameo?
5? Yeah, for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. You can't afford that shit. You can't afford to have him be fucking Tony Stark anymore. You're gonna have to off fucking
you know
Tony
who they were-
Stark as well.
You know what they were originally going to have for that movie?
Bob Backlund.
Nick Fury. Like Nick Fury was originally going to be Spider-Man's mentor,
Oh, I see.
and he just clicked with Robert Downey Jr. better. So they're like, okay, we'll use Iron Man instead.
Well, plus the Iron Spider-Man suit and everything else. I mean, that was just Tony Stark, anyways. I mean,
Yeah.
Reed Richards too, which kind of sucks because they always fucking leave Reed. We just can't find a good Reed Richards, man.
I
God
don't-
damn it!
I just don't think Fantastic Four translates to film. good.
No, not
It
really.
So has not.
There's a reason the Human Torch became another
Yo,
fucking character.
You put Michael B. Jordan in the Fantastic Four, and it still fucking
You-
sucks.
I don't think-
alright?
You put the first Captain America in there.
right?
Everyone forgets he's Human Torch.
No, exactly.
Not me.
All right, wouldn't that be fucked up if they brought in Fantastic Four and Chris Evans comes back as a Human Torch
That would actually be badass.
after they kill Captain
I
America?
think that would be awesome.
That is textbook
That-
narcissism right
It's
there.
worth his time, though.
that would work.
Worth
though.
his time.
He's been the only one I could buy as fucking.
I
Torch
just
yet.
think the Hulk is a brute. I think the Hulk should continue to be a brute. Banner is Banner, and Hulk is Hulk. Don't fuck with it.
Well,
I like
Professor
the
Banner
Grey
is
Hulk stuff was
exactly.
fun.
Well, that's exactly
Yeah.
what this Green Hulk is. It's the Gray Hulk to the next level,
Right.
Yeah.
Where he keeps the rage, and he can rage out. He can still fucking rage, and Banner lets the fucking Hulk go. But then there's a point where they both calm down, and then it's right back to fucking Banner. But he's this huge.
Bring back
fucking-
Ferrigno.
We should say like the merger is completed. So
Yes.
the X-Men, Deadpool, and them are back with Marvel.
Would be really interesting
So-
to see if they throw something in the end of that, which I think they probably would.
I mean, Ryan Reynolds is going on Twitter and everything like in full Deadpool costume, wearing a Mickey Mouse hat now.
Yeah,
So
no,
Oh Lord.
you know,
I love him. He's fucking great. But just to end it up real quick, go out and do yourself a favor and go see the animated YouTube thing. It's called The Way
how it should have
Avengers.
ended.
Yeah, how it should have
I
ended.
love those videos.
Did you see the Avengers one yet?
The first one,
Yeah.
I think so. A long
Oh
time
my
ago.
god, dude! Just watch it. It's fucking hysterical. There was like they do the whole thing where he's like, he's like, how many times do you see us winning? He's like 7, and they literally go through the 7 times of the movie. And you're like, motherfucker! It's like all the times you think, but
Yeah.
the end was the best with fucking Thor. Well, this is Asgard now, so I'm your lord.
Lahayim.
And then Batman's at the table for some random reason. He's like, "Yeah,
What?
I'm Batman."
Well, Batman and Superman are always in that diner.
I love that shit. dude.
But I can't remember which one it was, but they were like all of a sudden
Yeah,
they made fun of Spider-Man 3 and Peter Parker goes past the diner. It was the Spider-Man 3 one, and he's going past the diner and Superman's like, "What the hell was that?" And Batman's like, "Peter Parker just did a Saturday night strut across our diner." Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. Look at this, and he opens up his bat belt, and there's the dancing Spider-Man.
Oh my Lord.
She's like,
Killing
Batman.
me.
Like you have that utility belt option for every scenario.
I'm Batman.
That's what I do.
I'm Groot. I'm Batman. Damn, that was a little too easy.
It's what I do. I carry things in my belt. I'm Batman.
But yeah, that being said, I really do. I hope they do it justice. Obviously, I think it's, the first one got you right in the feels. So let's see where this one's going to take you because we have
Well-
no choice but to.
Will we see like Spider-Man come back or whatever? I mean, he's got a movie coming, so and they say it takes place.
Well, everybody don't
afterwards,
forget, MJ from Homecoming is not Mary Jane. Everybody's freaking out. Oh my god, Black Mary
Is it
Jane.
Michael Jordan?
No, it's MJ. It's like some Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Because she's half Japanese
Mahjong?
and half like something like that.
Sure.
But she's Silk.
Okay.
She's from the Spider Verse.
Yeah.
She's Silk. She's not Spider
I
Gwen.
still have to see that.
But yeah, but Silk is fucking. Oh, it's from the Spider Verse. Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
we got a creeper
we have we have a Jeepers Creeper.
looking in the window.
Hey, a Jeepers Creeper, can you get me a beer?
This is
Since,
what
you know,
happens. Can I help you with something?
I'll take a blondie. Sure.
Is there anything I can
or a
help you
cheeseburger.
find?
You have cheeseburgers. That
No,
would be
you do
great.
know what you're coming down here for.
Cheeseburger would be fantastic.
Do you have the cord for that? Good luck with that.
Can you grab me a beer?
I can. Yes.
Yeah, you're fantastic. All right.
This is why the door says keep out, yet nobody keeps out.
Well, you know, that's a hard.
I know.
It's
We
a
used
hard.
to,
It's a hard habit. To
every
break.
studio ever we've had, somebody wants to come down and
It's a hard. Yeah. It's a hard habit to break. Man.
I understand.
A hard.
What do
habit
you
to
got
break.
next?
So, in a 10,000 seat arena,
Mhm.
Kiss recently came into our small little state and rocked ass.
Yes, they did. I saw
at
some of the videos.
$175 a ticket plus.
Yes.
So
Is that the casino?
Yes.
10,000 seat arena.
Okay.
You were there that night,
I was
but
there
you
that
weren't
day.
at the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So 10,000 seats.
Mhm.
Man, talk about that. There really isn't a bad seat in that house.
No, that's a
there,
fantastic
there
arena
really
to see a
is
show.
not. I have seen Bon Jovi way back,
Mhm.
and they were right there. The way they had the stage set up, like he literally walked out to us. That
Yeah.
was some bomb ass shit. I went and saw fucking Leonard Skinner. Now, what is there, like one original member left? I think.
Two, I believe.
One of
Is there two?
One of
Yeah.
my friends got to see Billy Joel when he was doing
Nice,
live
that
shows.
10-show
I've seen
run.
The
Billy
show
Joel
that did
multiple.
the show that went so well, he agreed to do more shows the following week.
Yes.
Right. Came
Yeah.
back in an impromptu show, and they fucking sold out within 3-4 fucking
And
days.
she had
yeah.
won tickets on the radio show.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Even better.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Free
I mean,
Billy Joel.
that's
That's a couple $100 a ticket. so
that
I was
arena.
like,
yeah, exactly. That arena is just an incredible arena.
Absolutely.
So I mean, what did you think of some of the videos? You saw some of the videos. You saw some of the pictures. What do you think of the guys? What do you think?
wow.
I mean,
you
what,
know,
what do you think? How do you think they? I mean, I've seen some videos.
the show looks
they s-
incredible.
They sounded good.
Yep.
They sounded. I mean, they looked fantastic.
All-
Gene Simmons looks fucking from the pictures that I've got sent. From the couple of friends that I had that were at the
Mhm.
live show. From a lot of the videos that I'm seeing that they're putting on the tour and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Uncasville, New York, Boston had friends at all three of the shows. The videos I'm seeing are fantastic. The band sounds good. I mean, you can only sound so good through the phone. I will probably not experience this tour live, like I said for the last few weeks.
We're looking at what they're fucking
3 year. It's a 3-year run,
and they're
to
what?
say goodbye.
But they're like 3-year run. They're already in their fucking. I mean,
Gene is 70 this year.
right.
Paul is 68 this year, and then Singer and Thayer are in their early 60s, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So basically, they could die on tour.
right.
Exactly, and I've been worried
exactly.
about that, and that's one thing I didn't want to ever bring up, but there's a real possibility in the next 3 years. Now look at Jagger. They've canceled an entire summer tour because he has to have heart surgery.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know, this
Well,
is
he's
a real...
approaching 80, isn't he?
and
yes.
and the guy doesn't stop, man. He still runs.
Jagger,
like, you see
Stanley,
Jagger on,
you know,
on
there's a
his
lot of
shit,
guys like
he's
that.
Still same fucking way, man. I mean,
Yeah.
well, Keith Richards still alive, so that
Keith
whole
Richards will be
fucking
pickled
band,
until
I mean,
he's done.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The whole fucking band is
Dude, the whole world's gonna be nuked in just the pile of ash and Keith Richards.
Cher,
He's
Keith
gonna be
Richards,
fucking-
and cockroaches. That's it.
Whoa,
Yeah,
man.
well, the missile's gonna bounce off of Cher's ass. Like,
Probably. Going back to your question, sounding fantastic. A lot of the rumors that I heard that, you know, I saw the tour in 2014. The last time I saw them, Paul did not sound fantastic. Something's changed. He's singing within his register now. It sounds fantastic. The stage show is phenomenal. I dig some of the new tricks they've pulled. The set list, there's a couple things I could go without, you know, pull this one, put in this one, but the diehards are getting what they paid for. If it's the first time you've ever seen them, you're getting easily the most bombastic show. I thought the
Yeah.
Spider that they did in 2012 with the monster show was going to be the pinnacle. This show blows that spider rig away.
Yeah, the kid that was sending me the pictures, this was his first time ever seeing Kiss.
Nice.
He's a mega fan, and he was like in awe of the whole show. He said
There was a
in
guy
awe
on
of the whole show.
one of my Kiss groups. He took his 6-year-old niece, same age as Emma when I first took her to see Kiss, and they were at Uniondale, Long Island, and he's got the phone camera gimmick on the stage.
Yep.
You wanted the best, you got the best. So he turns the camera toward his niece. The hottest band in the world, Kiss. The fireworks go off, the curtain drops, and she just goes, "Oh my God!" She had never seen video. She's only heard the music, and she had the best time. And that's the coolest thing, is to be able to share that with younger generations.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Taking Emma in 2014 was amazing. She loved it. But even for us old timers, and I say us old timers, I've seen Kiss 44 times. Yes, I've seen Kiss 44 fucking times, and probably will never see them again, because I don't know that I want to spend near $200 a ticket just to say I saw Kiss on the last tour. People say it's incredible. Tommy Summers went to 5 shows, and each time he says, "Chris, you got to go to the show." I'm like, bro,
Dude,
I just can't afford it.
I was just in the area of, just even myself to go join the boys up at freaking Gillette Stadium this past NFL. With Vikings versus the Vikings versus Patriots.
Right.
Dude, the tickets were $186, $190
Each.
Like, go fuck yourself, NFL. Like, seriously, no, go. You really should. You should feel like, I understand you need to get paid, and I understand these people need to get paid, and I get that. But sometimes these
The
tickets,
residuals make up for it: hats, T-shirts, jerseys, etc.
exactly. It's so ridiculous, the prices. I mean, and just like you said, would I have loved to seen the show? Yes, but at $175 a ticket, no. I can't
took my
find
daughter-
it in my budget to do it. You know?
I took my daughter August 10th, 2014. We paid $22 a ticket for the lawn at the Meadows, which is now the Xfinity Tampon Center. Who gives a shit pavilion? All these corporate sponsors piss me off. And she's up on my shoulder. She was hoping her favorite song would be first. It was. She flipped out. She had a good time. $22. Got more than my money's worth.
Yeah, I would say
and
that.
that's what I always loved about what they call the sheds. You go to these outdoor pavilions, you pay even $75 to sit on the lawn. You get what your money's worth.
I don't think I've ever paid
One time.
I think the most I've ever paid to sit on the lawn, literally, I think it was $40. But that was Kid Rock. That was Metallica. That was fucking Power Man 5000.
Ooh.
That was
late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, dude. Metallica headed the show.
Of course.
That was freaking System of a Down was there.
Nice.
And there was one more, dude. It was.
But it's worth it.
God, it was just insane for $50. I saw all these fucking incredible bands, and I was like, what?
It was really cool about the Kiss night is just over in the Wolf Den, which for those of you listening is where the free shows are kept.
Yeah.
They had War.
Nice.
Yes, I heard that.
And
Lowrider.
I heard that they actually did a hell of a show themselves.
We couldn't get near it.
That's crazy.
There were people like staying. You know how the Wolf Den's laid out. And there's one way in. People were spilled out and like let's we're walking away. Do whatever. She wanted to play some slots. Just as we're walking away, why can't we be friends? like, that's my gym. But no, and they were tight and like obviously they're old. So, but they're all like.
So was the band in the arena.
Yeah.
True.
But
I feel bad for those some of those Kiss fans because they weren't allowed to wear the face paint.
See, that had to have changed because I went to the Kiss show at the arena.
No, it's Mohegan Sun.
No, wait, breathe with me here. In 2010, friend of the show, Jim Lallemere, and I went and saw Kiss. What tour was that? Doesn't matter. And there were guys in their full regalia and whatever.
Yeah,
the rule was you couldn't go on the gaming floor with the makeup. Now, flashback to 2000 when they had that makeshift arena in the parking lot. Kiss played there on the farewell to the original band tour. You couldn't wear the makeup into the casino. So here's us, 4 idiots in makeup. We have to run into the bathroom, scrub all our shit off just so we can go get something to eat. that was different. They come back in later years. You could have it, but you just couldn't go on the gaming floor. But now the facial recognition technology at the casino, you can't have it.
Right.
There was a couple people there that had the makeup on too, and it's like, oh, they're in for a fucking rude awakening.
Yeah.
It sucks
because they look like they put that, like, it was flawless. I've
It's
seen
really
flawless
well
makeup
done.
Jobs, you know, like they had the star.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff, and I'm just like, oh man, they're gonna get fucking denied.
If I can find a picture of myself, the three of us, of the four of us that did it, the fourth guy joined us later, me, Jim Lalamere, and our friend Jason in Kiss makeup. And then we get there, we're at the outside pavilion, we rock out, "Woo!" We go in to go eat, and the signs all over the casino as you're walking in. Beyond this point, you can't have your face paint on. Well, fuck, now we got to dip into the bathroom.
That bothers me because part of bands like Kiss and Alice Cooper, and we've all talked about it, it's there's a certain level of crowd interaction
And the imagery.
that adds to the whole show. So it's not just the guys on stage playing the music and the light show.
Right.
It's the crowd, and everyone's
Well,
got everyone's got the makeup on. You're all like looking at each other like, hey.
At a casino, I get it though. If this was Boston, where they were 2 nights later, everybody in their gear and their face paint,
Yeah.
that's a freestanding. But this is a casino where you have gambling, and
right.
I get it.
I
say,
get it
But
too.
why
It's like-
lift it for X amount of years and then redo it now?
I get it too, but the thing with like seeing a show at the casino, and it's a little more expensive, and people pay good money for the tickets. And one of the reasons they're willing to is it's a safer environment too.
Oh, yeah.
Than at like a festival or something like that, and an older crowd can go there because they have that kind of money. And it's like, oh, that 60, 70-year-old guy be like, I've been with Kiss since day one.
Well,
Can go in there and be that kid
there's
again.
seats.
Mhm.
There's
You
seats,
know?
dude. There's not just an open pit in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
and seats on the. There's
People
seats
need that.
everywhere,
Yeah.
right? So that you
So-
can literally sit down if you have to. You can stand
Right.
up. You can jam your
Whereas
little
they go to
ass
the
off.
outdoor festival, they're gonna get murdered by
Yeah.
by the kids.
Oh yeah,
and
dude,
stuff, you know?
absolutely. And they won't be able to fucking find the bathroom through the smoke pits.
Exactly.
Then they're not
But-
gonna be able to find
but they
anything
wanna
good
put
to
the
eat.
makeup
I mean,
on too. It's like, especially it's the farewell tour. Think of it; it might be the last chance you're going to see them. You can't wear
Fuck
the
yeah,
makeup
dude.
to the last show. Take your picture,
I'll
like
never forget
last show. Here I am.
Right.
The last the same guy I'm talking about that just went to this saw it the first time. We went down to Jersey to see the Jets play the Patriots, and I didn't give a crap about either team, but
course
I was
not.
going with him, so we painted up our face as fucking Sting. As fucking Kiss in the green and white.
We did the same thing at a Patriots game in 2000. I'll show you the picture. I had a clown wig and Gene Simmons red, white, and blue makeup. It was
Oh.
fantastic.
While we're on the subject of music festivals, couple cool things. Well, one thing's kind of dumb, one's kind of cool, even though a little cringeworthy. So the Ultra Music Festival's been going on.
Mhm.
Yep.
So an hour out of the festival, like in one of the main DJ stage, like music starts playing and this big electronic screen comes on. Everybody, who the fuck is this? It's not on the lineup. They thought like the DJ before was supposed to play for like 2 hours. No.
Right.
KFC apparently paid for an hour slot, had a set pre-recorded and put together, and this digital Colonel Sanders was up there like pretending to DJ at the Ultra Music Festival.
That's fucking awesome.
Awesome, maybe from our point of view. Hardcore people that circles I run in
would be
are
pissed.
pissed.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like my rave is corporatized. Like, what did he just say? Hate the fucking corporation.
yeah.
So imagine his rage in a
But
bunch
just
of
seeing-
dance
just
raver
seeing
stuff.
a holographic fucking
Well,
just
it wasn't-
Colonel
It
Sanders
wasn't even like,
I'll be right back.
just come out and be like, "We're just,"
well, he was just playing the.
and you know what I'm
And
saying?
it's like
They
you just see his little
and
digital
just
head, like
take it over, you know, like
it
I
was
don't
like
know.
they basically KFC paid for an hour-long commercial at the Ultra Music Festival, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's worse ways to fund a festival, I guess. That's why. Well, you haven't been on Facebook, so I posted because all my friends my newsfeed is lit up with the KFC shit, just lit up with it. Everyone's pissed off. I jumped in. I'm like, well, my only question was, were they at least giving people free chicken?
I mean,
Like, if you're gonna do that, you think like at least have like a bunch of half-naked girls walking by with a bucket
with
of chicken.
buckets of chicken.
Yo, here
Fuck
you go.
yeah.
Like, it's like, ah,
Oh yeah, then you're like
yeah.
drumstick in the air.
I mean, granted, most of the people who go to this thing are probably a bunch of like soy boy beta cucks, but still, it'd be like, hey, you want an original piece with your ecstasy? But
Oh yes.
Now,
Oh yes.
Same festival. This is kind of cool. This is a kind of cool story. Same festival. So I don't know if you ever heard of the name Armin van Buren. He's
Yep.
one of the bigger guys. So he's playing. It's during his set. It's at night, and he starts dropping a remix with that very familiar keyboard riff we all know. And everyone's like, "Oh, now this fucking Jump remix, blah blah blah." Some old guy comes out, starts playing hype man to Armin van Buren. It's David Lee fucking Roth. David Lee fucking Roth shows up at the Ultra Music Festival while Armin van Buren is playing and is kind of hyping up this Van Halen Jump remix.
That is fucking awesome.
Now,
That's awesome.
You know what's fucked up? When did David Lee Roth grow up to be Sting?
Oh, he is.
He looks just like Sting now.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
I mean, granted,
how
he's
a lot
getting
of these-
older.
Yeah, but
I know. It was kind of cool to see him there. I'm like, this never happens. Well, Madonna popped up one time at the Ultra Festival, and everybody threw a fit about it because she was like, "Did anybody see Molly?"
The real Van Halen singer
miss
wouldn't have done
Molly.
that shit.
I miss Molly. Let me so going back to the whole Kiss point. I just wanted to bring up one last thing. With them doing their 3-year, we might actually die on this tour, reunion tour, retirement tour.
They're getting like blood exchanges every day of the tour.
Probably, like
they
you see in
probably are.
Rockstar, the movie.
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah.
my blood refreshed, mate.
Yeah,
Or we
yeah.
find out like fucking Phantom of the Park was like a bio, and they really do have these magic things. And it's like,
when it fucking takes your fucking soul.
and Peter, Chris, and Ace Friendly.
you know,
were
I
just
used to joke,
sacrifices.
Best thing.
Remind me of the joke when you're done.
Best thing that Kiss has ever brought about, like something that came from Kiss that was very good, and an idea that spawned from Kiss that was very bad. And I'll give you mine just to show you.
I'll go last because I can easily
the very
go
bad
nuts.
idea for me is very simple. Demon from the WCW.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was just money.
What
That
a-
was all it
What a
was money.
very, very bad idea.
Decent. Well, actually, I don't know. Decent idea.
Did they
Poor
pay
execution.
for that? Did they? Because didn't he come out to like?
God of Thunder. Kiss
right,
played
yes.
on Nitro.
Right.
The lowest rated segment up to that point in Nitro history.
So
wasn't Kiss at like one of the WrestleManias?
No.
No. It's
Paul
only-
Stanley was at a WrestleMania with his son, but not performing. He's just
Right,
in the
yeah.
stands
No,
like, hey,
they-
look, it's Paul Stanley
yeah,
watching
they-
WrestleMania.
Well, it doesn't count then.
Right.
He bought a ticket.
Okay.
Or he
so-
got comped
so-
by
so
Jericho, who he's tight
Demon-
with.
Demon was the absolute worst thing that Kiss has ever spawned.
Mhm.
In my opinion, what Kiss has helped, and that's like masked music, Guar,
Mm.
Slipknot,
Okay.
a lot of your bigger names out there that do
Mushroom Head,
right,
Manson,
They do
Ghost.
Manson, good one. I didn't even think about Manson
There you go.
actually. But they even the rappers, isn't there that
Insane
fucking
Clown Posse, you could say.
There you go. ICP.
There's the other one that just
Um,
does that head thing. Doesn't it just have like a big like
Buckethead?
dome piece or something like that
With the mouse
like,
head?
or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
the
Dead Mouse?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dead
he's,
Mouse.
he's an
right.
electro guy. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, but that's
Well,
it's an image thing. Shy or Psy, she's
They
another
did.
one of
I'll
those
give 'em
that just
credit for
does that
that.
weird fucking.
I'll definitely give them credit for this. They took all the hard rock acts and said, you know what, it's no longer enough just to play well. You need to be entertaining.
Yes.
exactly.
Because you look at the hard rock acts
Gaga.
prior.
I mean, Gaga in the beginning of her stage, she was fucking.
Look at
painting
her
face
Super
every-
Bowl gimmick
Oh yeah,
that she did. That was a Kiss show with Lady Gaga music.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Garth Brooks, same thing.
go. Yep. Oh, bonk. Yeah.
Oh, he grew up on Kiss, so you can.
So what do you got?
Well, I threw out my piece, the David Lee Roth thing.
No.
Oh.
The
No,
good
the-
thing, bad
oh,
thing
good
from
thing,
Kiss.
bad thing. I kind of agree with you. Like, I think if anything, they brought the entertainment back into rock music. I think before that, it was kind of this, shall I use the word elitist,
Yeah.
snobbish kind of music. Like, so I mean, you had the Joplins, Hendrix, and stuff, and they're great, entertaining on stage.
Yeah,
You know,
all the
you-
same. You've
if
seen
you were
one,
there,
you've seen them
yeah.
all.
I mean, if you went to the show, is because you like obviously you like the music and you were just there to be a part of a movement. And Kiss comes along, it's like they can play, they can write songs, It's like, but you're gonna get this big stage show, so we're gonna take what you're getting now, and we're going to elevate it to level 2. We'll say,
Right.
and I don't think anybody does it better than them. I mean, I think juggalos are annoying personally. But
Do you want to
I
write
do
this
too.
down that he
I do
said
too.
something nice about Kiss? Because I
I
want to
don't
hold
rag on
on to
Kiss.
it.
I rag on Gene Simmons. More than I rag
Oh,
on
I
Kiss.
rag on Gene Simmons. There'll be no talk of Vinnie Vincent anywhere.
Because on your fucking leg, you weirdo. But
Gene Simmons, yes.
um,
I'll show it to you people if you like. I don't know. No Shane
worst
Jones.
thing. What's the worst thing they did?
Or
I think-
influenced because of them. Obviously the demon was influenced.
Well, yeah, that
by
was a
Kiss.
bit.
I mean, that was that was just terrible. I know they had remember the Gene Simmons mask that his fucking grandma wore with a tongue.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
came
no,
out like
Happy
this.
Gilmore.
That was
I-
such a
I actually had
horrible
one of those.
mask.
Honestly, this is both a good and a
I'm
bad
not going to
thing.
lie. I had one of those.
The thing I'm thinking of is both a good and a bad thing. I think the way, and I think this is more Gene Simmons than anything, and it's more detrimental to the band, is the way he commercialized the whole brand.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Series 1 Kiss dolls, fine. Then it kind of got out of control. Then Kiss is on Scooby Doo and Kiss is on this, that. And the
Oh,
other
yeah, I
thing.
get
See, I don't
you.
mind the
I got
Scooby Doo, but there's I'm agreeing with you wholeheartedly.
I think because especially being a band as old as they are, so they're no longer are they a band that put out a bunch of toys. They're a bunch of toys that happen to be a band now to younger people.
to younger
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
But you've
You
opened.
know?
But now when you watch that movie, and again, it wasn't that good. Emma loves it. I am on the fence. I'm leaning toward how much it sucks, but that's beside the point.
It's cult now, though. You watch it, it's like
But
so good that it's so good because it's bad.
Scooby-Doo Kiss
Yeah.
and Phantom of the Park are kind of 20, 30 years apart. Same.
Yeah.
Different generations. Young people are introduced to the band through this. They hear the music, then it's on the radio, and they're like, wait a minute, I thought this was Scooby-Doo. No, that's actually a band that's called Kiss. And then those kids end up going to the show.
I don't think they do, though. I think
Horse shit.
I think
I can name one.
Yeah, that's anecdotal, though. That's anecdotal, though. Like, and you would have forced her to go no matter what.
Not
Yeah.
true. If she didn't want to go, I would have pulled
Yeah.
somebody else. Like, I got
you
a free
You
ticket
would
to
have
Kiss.
disowned her, and you would have adopted the homeless.
I
kid
got
on the street.
I gotta fucking sit her and going to see Kiss. I've done it before and I'll do it
But-
again.
Yeah.
I just think the way that they kind of went from one thing to the other was kind of like the Monkees. And I like the Monkees, don't get me wrong, but it was a TV show
Mhm.
that kind of evolved into a better band.
Right.
Yes.
Whereas you're talking a better band that is that devolved into a novelty, and I think
And-
when they
and
removed the
with-
makeup, they tried to take some of that novelty away because of it. I think
But it became,
conscious,
strangely
but-
enough, it became even more of a novelty because when you
They
are
were on fucking Don King for fuck's
when
sake.
when you are Kiss,
Come
and
on.
look when again
Paul Stanley.
look, move over here and you look at the picture on the wall. When you hear the name Kiss, you think of the painted faces, the outfits, you think of all this. And then they took the makeup off. Great, fantastic. We're moving into a new generation of our career. But what did they try to do? They tried to out Bon Jovi. They tried to out Van Halen. Eventually, there was so much paint on, it was like they never even took the makeup off. They were being Poison, just a worse version of Poison. It wasn't until
Well, I don't know about that.
Wasn't until-
Poison's a pretty bad version of itself.
I'll get that, but it wasn't until the late
Poison.
80s, early 90s, Hot in the Shade and Revenge, two of the best albums you'll ever hear, that they were just, fuck it. Let's put on jeans and shit and go out and play because we know we can play. We know when we go out live, we're going to bring the bombast. The records are fantastic. Let's just be a band. Boom.
That's
And
where
then,
a lot of that's where a lot of them lose it, unfortunately.
of course, the Revenge Tour was one of my favorite tours ever. Here's just four guys up there in jeans and leather and studs and playing bombastic ass music. They're not caked in, they're not looking like B. Arthur on a bad hair day. It's just these four dudes playing. And then grunge hit and everything went to shit. But they were smart enough. They made that grungy album, and before it was even released, they were like, okay, there's only one way to salvage our career. Let's throw the paint back on. Let's throw the outfits back on. And we're going to win the day. And they did. So from 1996 till today, 23 fucking years, they're still killing it. I'm going to piggyback both of your points because you guys have mirrored, and as a lifelong Kiss fan, I can say this. you guys are both 1000% correct. The best thing Kiss did was they took that Beatles mindset where everybody knew all four members of the Beatles. Everybody knew, and they were all
Yeah.
stars. So Kiss took that to the next level. We're going to give ourselves like images, and everybody's going to be a star. There are still people to this day who say Kiss without Ace Frehley and Peter Criss is just a cover band. Motherfucker, did you pay to see AC/DC last time? There's one. Count it. One original fucking member. Did you pay to see Pink Floyd? There's one original member. Fucking Quiet Riot still tours. Their longest running member is not even an original member, but he's running Quiet Riot. Stop it with your elitist bullshit. Much like everything you talk. Was it you talked about the elitist bullshit?
Yeah,
you're absolutely correct.
Yep.
Gene and Paul have been there since the beginning. Gene and Paul have always been and always will be the creative force behind the band Kiss. And what they did was they made everybody. When you see the Cat makeup, you think of two names: Peter Criss, the guy who was original, and Eric Singer.
Yes.
When you see the Spaceman, you think of two names: Ace Frehley, the guy who originated it, and Tommy Thayer. Those are faces that will go on forever. It's a band. It's not like there's, somebody coming in tomorrow on your WWE and saying, I'm the Ultimate Warrior. No, you're not, motherfucker. Jim Hellwig was the Ultimate Warrior. To go back, I've always equated Kiss with Batman. There have been what? Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val
do the
Kilmer,
same thing with
Superman,
with James Bond.
Exactly. How many
Been
Bonds have there
multiple
been? And
times.
people dump money out of their assholes.
We
to go
talked
see
about
Bond.
that the other day. The nastiest Bond, Daniel Craig. I mean, it was the first Bond ever that literally punched somebody in the face, and I was like,
Yes.
what just happened here? This is the Bond we've always wanted. Are you serious?
Look, you can go to sports.
Finally, someone that looks like they can be an MI6.
Right?
Right.
You
Exactly.
can go to sports. How dare somebody wear that number? That number belongs to so-and-so. Well, it's a team. It continues to roll. If they meant a lot to your team, like a David Ortiz, like a Don Mattingly, like a Babe Ruth.
The number gets retired. They don't
Exactly. No one will ever wear that number again. And it's because they were so iconic and they meant so much to that team. That face paint, you know what? Ace Frehley and Peter Criss sold their rights to that in 1984, and whoever, I don't care if they put me up there in the Cat makeup and play drums. I'm the Cat Man, motherfucker. That's the best thing they ever did. Everybody was a star. I don't discount. I like the Scooby-Doo thing. I dig the dolls, but the over commercialization, the fact that you could walk into a Spencer's
everywhere though,
and there was a whole Kiss section. No. That's not when I first started liking this band. You had you had dolls, yes, you had like puzzles and shit like that. But by 1998, it became like you could get Kiss chapstick, you could get Kiss fucking. I had somebody bought me slippers at one point that looked like the Gene Simmons Dragon boots, and of course I smiled and I was like, "Oh wow, this is really cool, thank you," and shoved them in a closet. That's not what I want my band to be. I want it to be what it was originally intended to be. It was dangerous. It was fun. It was rock and roll. It was a release. And slippers?
It was
no,
different.
fuck that.
Oh no, that's when the whole commercialization.
Sure.
But before we go into another one, into the next point, which we're gonna have fun with,
I hope so.
as always, because people are just always idiots. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. People. They're fucking everywhere.
I see dumb people.
I see them.
They live in Florida.
We have this party light thing going on for Lily. Now Lily,
who's Lily, by the way?
Lily has, I believe it's cancer.
Oh.
They're doing this whole thing for her, and
Lily.
Jay is actually going to be doing the party light for her.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow her on Facebook, you have all the other thing. Well, I don't do the Facebook thing, so
No, my man gave it up.
Yep. All the proceeds from this party light stuff will be going to the proceeds for her. So I actually on my Twitter page, I shared it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go there, all the information is there for you to.
I'll do that
check
after the
that
show.
out
Absolutely.
and go ahead and retweet it and get it on out there, because it is for a good cause and it is for good peoples, because good peoples, they need some help sometimes. It's a shitty ass fucking world out there, and
shitty circumstances.
fucking, shit happens, and if you can help, you can help. If you can't help, well, the least you can do is retweet and let the world and the rest of the world try to help.
Absolutely.
So that being said, let's head on right back down to that lovely place of Florida again.
Ah,
We love.
This is where it all started.
of course.
We love Florida.
We built
Hide your alligators because they raping everybody in here.
That's right. If not, they're beating somebody up over chicken nuggets.
Yeah, over chicken nuggets.
Hide your Crocs, hide your gators. They raping them all up in here.
So,
and David Hogg is from Florida. Let's end it right there.
No, that doesn't surprise us at all. No, not in the least bit. Are you serious right now?
Is he still around?
I actually no.
He's doing a speaking engagement in Connecticut somewhere next month.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say once he did that whole Canada thing, I think he kind of slipped off obscurity because
what he was advocating for election fraud.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking great.
Federal election violations.
Pretty much shot himself in the foot with that one. That was fucking fantastic.
Taking money from foreign nationals.
That was great. Fucking great.
Ain't nothing like treason.
Asshole.
No.
Moving right along.
Isn't it? So our buddy AJ Styles, doesn't he have a house down in Jackson, or he's from Jackson?
He's from Gainesville, Georgia.
He's from Gainesville, Georgia. So he's a Southern boy at heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them. He's one of them Southern boys. So anyways, so one of these Southern boys decided that it'd be a good idea to put one of their explosions in one of their buddies' cakes.
Oh, dear God in heaven.
And when they went to go blow the candles out, well, of course, that thing blew up, and they're laughing their face off, and the poor guy fucking ended up getting his whole fucking nose blown off.
Well, ain't that special?
His whole freaking nose. Now, not only do you get to go around looking like Red Skeleton for the Red Skull for the rest of your life, or Skeletor, your choice.
Same.
Which, by the way, as much as you guys might hate Masters of the Universe, that was a badass Skeletor.
Hell yes.
It was probably one of the best Skeletors you'll ever see.
Hell yes.
Wise. But,
the fantasy sorcery film based in Jersey.
We did some stupid shit growing up.
Yeah.
We played chicken with cars, and some of us didn't survive that experience. We trekked out to stupid things, and some of us didn't survive that. We played with loaded guns, and some of us didn't survive that.
To clarify, folks, we didn't murder a bunch of people.
No, not us.
No.
Not us. Our generation. This generation is really. I mean, you're taking cheese and slapping it on people, on babies' faces.
They're biting Tide Pods, for fuck's sake.
They're biting Tide Pods. They're putting wasabi in their eyeballs.
Oh my God.
They're putting. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
I know.
What a waste of good wasabi.
Right? I could think of a million other better uses for wasabi than let me put this in my eyes.
You're putting an explosive device in your friend's cake where his face is literally going to be right next to it. I mean, guys, like, the worst part is they're not dying though. Like, at least
natural selection.
It could be a natural selection, right? I really do. I do believe it's the science of stupid.
His lineage is going to die
science
off.
Of stupid continues.
Unless you're gonna find another no-nose girl, he's not getting any.
Hey, maybe Skeletor.
Maybe she likes that shit. I don't know.
Oh, like fuck! I know that I'm being insensitive right now, but in a way, I'm not.
Well, I mean,
shit happens, Ed. Shit happens.
Take 2 straws and he can go forever.
Right? There you go.
Too soon?
No.
I'm just saying. So what do you got, man? What do you got?
Oh.
What do I got?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking I want to stand up, and I want to take some things maybe off the wall because we want to raise some money this weekend, and I'll wait till the end of the show. But I'm scoping out like 1, 2, maybe 3 things. 2 things belong to me. 1 thing belongs to Mike. But if there's one thing that I have to ask Mike about, partially getting rid of ever, just to raise money for a good cause, I'll defer at the end. But I'm looking at this 9-card set to my right, featuring Tito Santana, The Miz, Hercules Hernandez, Chris Benoit, Psycho Sid, Captain Lou Albano, Demolition, Fabulous Moolah, and the Red Rooster Terry Taylor. 9 autographed
We've
cards.
had that forever, too.
We have. And I don't know where I got it, and I don't know why, but it's been in our studio since the beginning, and I think you guys should have it as part of the raffle for WrestleMania. I'm also looking at the AJ Styles figure since he is easily one of the top 3 performers in the WWE right now. It's an elite figure, very expensive. They no longer make that particular figure. I got that in 2016 when he debuted, and it's classic. So the other thing, and I'm going to ask you about it right now.
That's empty.
What? No, not
Single
that.
barrel? Yeah, that's
No,
empty.
I'm
I would have
thinking
already drank that.
thinking of our old friend Thomas Wayne, and I'm wondering if we shouldn't retire Thomas Wayne and let the mask go. As I'm
Let the
looking
mask
around,
go. I don't. Yeah.
all right, and I'm looking around. I got a couple things over here. I got Jason Todd's mask right there that we could get rid of. The Scarface figure, maybe. A couple other things. We're just throwing shit against the wall and seeing what sticks because we want to raise money for a good cause this Sunday. And if you join us at the deck, you're going to find out all about it. Now,
it's gonna be a blast, guys.
having said that,
you gotta come join us. You gotta come join us. I mean, my last hurrah out for a little bit.
Almost 2.5, 3 months.
Yep.
It's gonna be different without you. It's like working with that cool guy, and then he goes out with a back injury and or gets fired, and he has a 90-day period before he can come back to work. You're like, fuck, I miss that dude. Well,
like
I've been
what they
working with
did
you
with,
for 4 years now, and man, I'm gonna miss you. It's kind of fucked up.
They did with James Gunn and Roman Reigns.
Maybe.
We started on James Gunn bullshit,
Right?
And he gets to ruin Suicide
Yeah,
Squad.
the best part was fucking what Zoe said there. She was like, "I'm just glad they finally made the right decision, and we all can continue on." Like the most politically correct statement you could possibly say. Like, I know I'm not set up for Star Trek because they quit that shit, so I'm just trying to sign up for any movie right now.
Done and done. Fuck
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
still all up in the air.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
You know what? We should raffle off, and this is
If they you know what though, if they recast Chris Pine, it will. He's the only one holding it up.
Here's a great idea, because everybody coming to the deck is local-ish. What if we had a separate raffle, same gig, money goes to charity. The winner gets to come down here to Valhalla Studios and record a podcast with us.
Yeah, you can always try that.
Why not?
No, I don't feel safe.
It doesn't matter if you feel safe. We're the ones sitting in between them, motherfucker. You're over there protected in a box.
There's no literal box here.
Eric Mitchell says there's a box. There's a goddamn box.
There's a box.
What's in the fucking box?
Your head, motherfucker. Enjoy your night, Gwyneth. Anyway, you diverted to me. There's not a lot of things that are out there that I really want to discuss other than what is different between Joe Biden and Brett Kavanaugh. And I'm going to leave that out to you. I want to hear your answers.
Probably the same thing that's between Bill Cosby and Cardi B.
Okay, fair enough. Ed, I like your answer, by the way. Best answer I've heard all day. What's the difference between fucking Joe Biden and Brett Kavanaugh? Why are people running to Joe Biden's side and saying, he's so wonderful, he's so this? And there's video proof of him doing his deeds. But Brett Kavanaugh, without shred of video, photographic, or any sort of evidence, people were ready to hang him from the highest tree.
Because Joe Biden's a Democrat and
bingo,
Brett
Liberal
Kavanaugh's,
Jones.
Brett Kavanaugh's a Republican.
Bingo, Liberal Jones.
And
one's Cardi B and the other one's Bill Cosby.
And therefore,
well, Cardi B has boobs and Bill Cosby doesn't. Well, he probably does now.
One's Democrat.
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that though, because
he mentioned it, not me.
It's a little deeper. Well, I'm talking about the Biden thing. It's a little deeper.
You
than
mentioned
that.
it.
You mentioned
me.
What are you blaming him for, man?
You can get me.
Well, I thought you were going to the Cardi B gimmick.
No,
and speaking of gimmicks, I'm going to get you one right now.
The woman that actually came out and
behind the back
speaking all about the Biden situation,
right?
Like being it on the news. She works for the Beto O'Rourke campaign.
Oh, what the fuck?
So yeah, this is because right now Biden polls higher than Sanders, and then behind Sanders is Beto O'Rourke.
Right.
She works for Beto O'Rourke.
Oh, for the love of fuck! So you think this is a shibe job or
yes.
what? Fuck.
Yes, this is. Come
Where's
on,
the mayor when we need her? Jesus.
First of all, I want to know, when you start talking politics, why are you shocked by the dirtiness?
I'm not.
Side.
But when the one thing that I hadn't read,
complete.
the Emperor is speaking. I'm sorry.
You said
the one thing I didn't hear in all of this was that she worked for the Biden campaign.
No, Rourke.
Rourke,
Beto
sorry.
Rourke, yeah. Rourke.
Real name Robert.
Rourke.
Yeah, he's not Beto, he's Robert.
Fucking Rourke.
Because Beto O'Rourke
Isn't he like the Italian guy trying to be Mexican or some shit like that?
Well, he was a guy who almost beat Ted Cruz.
Right. I remember
lost very narrowly.
Yep.
And he said that whole time he wasn't running for president, but he had raised I think $6 million in funds from that election.
Right.
And normally what happens is it goes into a general fund for other Democratic campaigns.
Winner take all.
He didn't do that.
Really?
He's held those funds. So in the news, it came out that I'll raise Bernie in 3 days. Bullshit. He had that money. He never let it go.
Yeah, you technically no, you wouldn't.
So I mean, Sanders, and I'm no fan of Sanders. He knows how to raise money from people. His base forks over $27 here or there, whatever. He raises a lot of money quickly.
No shit, because he's got people like my buddy Jim there will be like, Bernie will come and be like, "You want to see America? It's gonna take $250 right now." Okay, well here you go, Bernie, and fucking 1,000 of those motherfuckers fall for it in a
He's
day.
a Bernie bootlicker.
Oh yeah, yep.
He's a Bernie bootlicker. So yeah, there's it's not just a partisan thing. There's sketchy fucking shit. We're gonna see more DNC corruption like we did last time. It's gonna be glorious.
It's funny how the DNC has all the corruption, but they look at the Republicans and say, "Oh, there's all this corruption over here. There's collusion. There's this. There's that. Everything comes out. I don't want to say clean, but it comes out."
The Republicans got their own little corruption, but
thankfully, I don't think any of us sit on either sides of that aisle. We sit in the aisle and say, "Fuck you."
There's only a few Republicans, if they got nominated, that I would totally jump on right away. And I can name them: Rand Paul, Justin Amash, and Thomas Massey. If they ran and won the nomination, if they said, "Fuck this, we're primarying Donald Trump," which I can do. And Bill Weld, the wonderful vice president in the LP last election, that said Hillary was a good kid.
Yeah.
Was talking. He's gone back to the Republican Party and he's talking about primarying Donald Trump. And I'm like, yeah, of all the people who are gonna do it, it's gonna be you.
Probably.
Yeah, totally.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, they're totally. The Trumpers are totally gonna be like, Bill motherfucking Weld.
That's the way to go.
Oh yes. So no, it honestly, I'm sitting back and waiting. It's gonna be glorious. The infighting in the DNC is gonna be wonderful.
Man, oh man.
But here's the thing: I really think the DNC is gonna push Beto O'Rourke. I just have a feeling, because Kamala Harris, I think they tried to push and is tanking so bad because when that woman speaks, paint peels. She's just so boring,
dude. When I at this point, when any of them fucking speak, it's fucking painful. I mean,
it's
none of them
service.
It is. It's any of them are the way that they're even trying to fucking salvage anything that's left of any fucking job in that.
I was actually shocked because the media asked Bernie Sanders a real question not too long ago,
and he probably sat there and went.
He vomited his talking point.
Cheese.
So he has
cheese is good. And I like cheese, and I usually put it on my sandwiches.
He hasn't. Yeah, he didn't really have a real answer. He kind of pivoted to another topic, and then the reporter was like, "Well, that sounds good."
Yeah, exactly. Because at that point, you forgot what
you
lost. You're spun around. You're like, "What the fuck did I just go through? Who? What? Where?"
Well, I'm sure somebody was talking in your ear, going, "Oh, wait a minute! You're not supposed to ask real questions."
Oh, it's Bernie. Yeah, you're gonna confuse them.
Don't do that. No,
you're gonna confuse them.
And this is why people don't trust the media, because they don't push back on any of these fucking clowns.
No, God, no, man.
It doesn't matter what side. Like Fox News will never push back against the president.
No,
CNN will never push back against the Democrats. It's fucking.
ESPN will never push up against the Warriors. They'll never flex against.
Oh yeah, you see it. There's sports corruption.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
what the hell was his name? He was in sports, and then he started doing politics for a little while. And then
who, Coachman?
No, he was like I don't know what you call him, like a sports pundit. Fuck, what was his name?
I'm drawing a blank on that.
and then for a while he went to MSNBC. He had his own political show, and he was like the anti O'Reilly. Like I couldn't fucking stand him. It'll come to me, but I remember he got kicked off of the whole sports thing. For some pretty corrupt shit.
Yeah, when they start getting too political, that's when they don't fall for that shit. That's when they're like, no, they start booting them to the side.
And now he was
Charles Barkley even the other day said something ridiculous. Oh no, it was Shaq. Shaq literally on TV he said, "Move, bitch, get out the way, bitch, get out the way," like singing like live, like it was. I mean, come on, man, you just don't have people like that just pulling that shit all the time. That's the one and only Shaquille fucking O'Neal right there.
Oh, this is gonna be killing me too. Like I gotta think of who he is, but he was like at one point he was huge into sports, and then he got into politics, and he like fucked up.
Morton Downey Jr.
No. I have no idea, but he's like pretty much he's almost like fucking retired now because nobody wants to listen to his ass.
Nobody wants to listen to anybody, especially about anybody that actually makes any sense. If you fucking make any sense, then just forget about it, man. Just forget about it. Just let it go.
I remember Ben Affleck made fun of him on Saturday Night Live. It was fucking hilarious. Fuck.
Yeah, I got nothing for that one, man. All right, so I think we're heading. Yeah, we are actually. We're
the 8th hour.
We are there.
Keith Olbermann.
Oh God, yes.
He was sports.
Yeah,
I think he got into some hot water in sports, and he went to politics. Same shit. Then he's trying to go back to sports now.
Yeah, and that was
CQ gave him a little fucking Facebook Live thing. He was doing every night.
Like
it was
fucking
embarrassing.
Rome there. The Rome is burning. He had that little fucking thing going on there, and he tried to get political, and they did the same thing to him. Anytime you do anything, anytime you try to bring intelligence into sports, they shun you. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you try to bring sports into CNN, they shun you. You know, it's like don't mix your potatoes with your gravy, and don't let.
What did Olbermann do now?
No, we're
that's what I was trying to remember the name of the guy did the sports show. That he went to politics because he got in trouble during
Keith
sports.
Olbermann.
Yeah, it was Olbermann, and they should. I really wish they'd keep politics and sports separate because you saw what happened when they had let Rush Limbaugh in one time.
Well,
it's like,
the best thing
this team's not doing any well. That's because they don't have enough black people.
The best thing about Keith Olbermann switching is that not only the sports world hated him, and like you said, they shuttled him out and he went and did political commentary. Him and his mom go to a Yankee game, and Chuck Knobloch, crime and sports victim, go listen to their podcast. Jim Neidhart was their subject this week. Fantastic episode. Go check it out.
I'll have to listen.
Big ups to Jimmy Wisman, last year's 3-year anniversary.
Smart too, since they've just been talking about Jim Neidhart.
Yeah, Hall of Fame this weekend.
Very smart.
But Olbermann and his mom go to a Yankee game. Chuck Knobloch leads off, lines a foul ball into her fucking cranium. She gets taken to the hospital.
Oh man.
And the point of this whole thing, not only just fuck Keith Olbermann, but they tell you if you're sitting that close on your ticket, and there's signs everywhere. Be aware of your surroundings. Foul balls can hurt you.
Yeah.
And there she is, probably, it's days before cell phones. But what a nice day, and there's a bird. Chuck Knobloch just fouls one off her fucking cranium.
They just had the opposite happen today, or it must have been yesterday, but they had the video today. And literally, it was just two ladies standing there, Yankee Stadium, foul ball cracks right off. The other one's like this, and this 80-year-old lady, stone cold, ball bounces right off, and she's literally just sitting there like,
mm-hmm. If you're going to sit that close, if you're not a fan, don't sit that fucking close.
I'm not a Kryptonian.
You know what? I got to do this again. You just talked about Crohn's, and my diverticulitis is kicking my ass this week. I apologize, guys.
We're getting ready to wrap it up, man. This
ready
is
to wrap?
it. This is it. So you'll be fine.
Oh,
so, good. Guys, we just want to say thank you all very much. Don't forget, we will be at the deck this weekend. It's
April 7th.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun.
Shout is going to be flowing, bro.
Yes. Chris gets there at 4 to set up the rig. The guys show up at 5 for the pre-show. Main show at 7. Trivia contest. See if you can beat me. I'll need the questions by Friday if you wouldn't mind.
If you beat him, man, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah.
It's going to be ugly. It's going to
I've been studying. I've been studying my ass off.
Exactly. It could be pride issues here, man. It's going to be pride issues here. But everything else being said, guys, I'm going to miss you guys. Like I said, it's been 4 years. We've been
you'll
solid.
be back.
Oh, yeah. It's been 4 years we've been solid, giving you guys everything that we can every single week, every single bit of our souls. But I'm going to leave you with one word before I put my headphones on my microphone and walk on out here. Complacent. It's a word that I don't think a lot of people understand nowadays. It's a word that I think gets used and tossed to the corner, much like most of the English language nowadays. When you become complacent, you become comfortable with a situation. You don't want to change said situations because of what's going on, because of everything that is there. If you step forward and you get out of that comfort zone, can you guarantee that everything is going to be better for you? There is no guarantee, so you become complacent. You become stuck into a nest. And that is what I bring back to you, my listeners. Never, ever become complacent. Always ask yourself if you can do something better. Better yourself in any other way. You know what? You might be at a job for 15 years. But ask yourself, is that job everything that you really want it to be? It's not too late to start again. It really isn't. It's a scary thought, and it's a scary idea by definition. But to take the first step is to lose the idea of being complacent. And I leave that to you, my friends.
Good words. And I just want to say that, again, after 4 straight years, man, we've taken a couple weeks off for just random things, not very many. And even when we are not here, we call in and we do, there's always the presence of Loki and Jabroni. It's going to be different for the next 10 weeks to be sitting next to someone else, although it's one of my best friends in the entire world. Not that you're not one of those people, but it's going to be different. Having, Lynch here is going to be fantastic, but not having you here, the dynamic shifts a little bit. But for what you need to do and what you're doing, fantastic. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in 10 weeks, and I will pimp that every single week. No offense to Lynch, but it's the Loki and Jabroni show for a reason, and I'm not quite ready for something else in Jabroni, if you will, or Jabroni and someone else. That's your seat. That is where you belong, and once you get done with what you need to get done, man, get your ass back in that seat and bring the gimmicks and bring the whiskey and bring the fire and the passion that you've brought to this, with the exception of episode 1, for for 4 years. And happy anniversary. Let me Eddie's got his Chick-fil-A gimmick. Let's not forget that this is our 4-year anniversary, and because you will not be here for episode 200, that episode will wait until you come back. The celebration of it, episode 200 will happen.
It still goes on.
But as I've said to certain agents that we're trying to get fantastic guests, unfortunately, things have to wait. It actually works out in our favor because the late summer, when you come back, is better for said guest rather than May 7. Exactly. So,
all right, guys,
it's gonna be an interesting time. I'm good, and you're good, and
if you're not at the deck, you're not gonna see
get your ass
to
to the deck. The deck.